So apparently, there's a video of Floyd Mayweather talking about why Devin Haney lost. And I feel like this is important for Devin Haney to learn and also for the rest of the community to learn, in my opinion.
Our team is committed to righting wrongs by working to secure money for our clients. If you've been hurt in an accident, contact us today and find out if you have a case. Riddle and Brantley, when justice counts.
There we go.
What's Soup at?
You want me to bring him
Mac didn't get on, did he?
in? I can bring in Zab.
Bring in Zab.
Hold on.
But they're going to say Zab is biased because Zab got to get on here and be fair.
Zab is straight.
So there's a video of Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah reviewing Devin Haney's mistakes versus Ryan Garcia. And I feel like this is important for the boxing community because I do boxing and I watch that. And I ain't gonna lie, like they told me to put my money on Devin Haney. And after put my money, well, I didn't put no money on Devin Haney, luckily. But I was like rooting for him and he got knocked down 3 times. And I was in there looking sick. I was like, man, everybody else was cheering. They going for Ryan. Bro did me dirty. So
What's Soup at?
let's go ahead and hop into it.
You want me to bring him in?
Mac didn't get on, did he?
I can bring in Zab.
Bring in Zab.
Hold on.
But they're going to say Zab is biased because Zab got to get on here and be fair.
Bro, this
Zab
like
is
the
a
worst.
straight shooter. He's
No.
from New York.
Man, Zab don't.
Oh, yo, let's go with it, D. Oh my God.
Fucking Zab Judah.
What's up, Ben? Yo, Ben, I ain't mad with you, man.
We
why
good?
Why he said that?
We good, Zab? I mean, last time, man.
I mean,
you know
listen.
why.
We gotta skip to the
Yeah. I'm happy to see y'all too. Yo, this is like a reunion.
Y'all got,
He ain't on here. Look, I'll check every now
y'all
and then
got
if
to
I
get
see him.
Bill on here.
What's up,
Y'all
Jimmy?
keep tagging Bill. They gotta keep tagging Bill. That's crazy. Yo, that's
D,
crazy.
what up, D? See you in a minute, my guy.
Devin Haney and his father Bill spent the lead up to the Ryan Garcia fight telling everybody that would listen about how easy they would make this look. They talked about how Ryan hasn't improved at
Bro,
all
I don't know
since the
why I've
amateurs
always
and how
thought Devin
was
Haney's
now
a
on
cornball,
level
bro.
and how he would show everyone on April 20th. I believe the direct quote was, "It's not going to be easy, but I'm going to make it look easy." Devin was so confident that he looked at the victory as a foregone conclusion. To him, this fight was just a stepping stone to a bigger showdown against Gervonta Tank Davis. And after his dismantling of Ryan, he fully expected the boxing community to pressure Tank into making the fight. But he ended up literally falling flat on his face in front of thousands of people. And in this video, I'm going to break down why he deserved it. Devin's career has been defined by trying to be something that he just wasn't in a multitude of ways. And in this case, he just flew too close to the sun. And in doing so, he tried to gleefully take advantage of a person that he once called a friend that was really in a bad place. Had he been successful, the absolute best and most favorable way to describe what happened would have been a grimy way to do business. But before we get into all of that, let's briefly go over the history between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Devin and Ryan knew each other since they were 9 years old, competing against one another in the amateur circuit. Considering the fact that he's not known for his superb boxing skills currently, it might surprise some people to know that Ryan was actually the man in the
This is crazy because I actually didn't know like they had a crazy backstory, like they'd known each other their whole lives. That's pretty crazy.
met, Ryan beat him pretty easily. However, eventually Devin caught up, and once they both left the amateurs, their win and loss record against one another was at an even 3-3. Devin himself amassed an impressive record of 130 victories and 8 losses, and also won several national titles, including the prestigious 2015 Golden Gloves Championship. Both boxers were looked at as being extremely talented, with Haney being fast with solid fundamentals, and Ryan being fast with huge power, especially his left hook, which has always been his signature punch. In fact, Ryan claims to have given Haney Haney his first 8 count, but it's important to note that in the amateurs, you don't necessarily have to be knocked down to get an 8 count. Up until recently, the rivalry had been described as a friendly one, as the two had grown up with each other and had some similarities in the way that they were brought up. The overarching one being that they were both trained and managed by their fathers. Henry Garcia trained Ryan out of the garage since the age of 7, and once Devin moved from Oakland to Las Vegas, Bill had him training out of the infamous Mayweather Boxing Club. Devin and Ryan were the same size, same age, and competed in the same circles, and at one point they even called each other friends.
I know Ryan really well. We even,
Bro, what is Devin Haney even wearing right here? Like,
as kids, went to like.
I know it's a
circus in
mirror.
Vegas together.
I know
Went
it's
to
a
the
mirror,
amusement
but it's
park
like,
together.
bro.
And then they take us to Circus. They get the unlimited wristbands. I don't know how. I never even knew they had unlimited wristbands back then.
But things changed once they turned pro. Even though Devin was very talented as a boxer, he ran into some major issues when it came to becoming a superstar and a household name. He had low marketability because he wasn't relatable or didn't appeal to any specific crowd. And on top of that, his fights had very little appeal to the casual viewer because he had almost no power in his hands. So it was one dull boxing
That's why they call him
performance
pillow
after another.
hands.
And by comparison, Ryan came into the pros with a huge fan base that he built through his YouTube channel and social media, and every single fight of his ended in a spectacular knockout. And not surprisingly, these issues with Devin not being able to cross over never sat right with Bill and Devin. Whether it's good or it's bad, the fact remains that at the end of the day, boxing is an entertainment business, and you can be the greatest technical boxer in the world, but if you're not attracting interest, nobody's going to care. So they made a decision that they were going to turn Devin into a star by any means necessary, and initially this had nothing to do with Ryan. They just took the approach of believe it before you achieve it and went around acting like Devin was already the man and everyone needed to fight him.
But look how much money I make, more than you.
No, you don't.
Okay, Eddie,
No, you
Eddie,
don't,
do we want to ask Eddie?
No, you
Do we
don't.
want to ask Eddie?
You talk about followers.
All right
you talk
then,
about-
all right
This
then,
is the
all
problem
right
with
then,
society
all right.
today. You see what I'm
Yo,
saying?
that's crazy.
See, that's the problem with society today.
Exactly. So,
it's all
but
about
you're-
followers.
Yeah, okay.
It's not about
Whatever,
followers.
you're
That's
fine.
why you
Make
guys
the fight
fake it till you
happen,
make
listen.
it, right?
Make what?
Oh,
What are you
that's
talking
crazy.
about?
He's getting
You wanna make the fight
exposed.
happen or not?
But realistically speaking, there was just no financial incentive to fighting Devin, as he didn't bring a huge fan base to the table but would not budge on the revenue split. And while he framed this as fighters avoiding him, he did the exact same thing to Shakur Stevenson by offering him a revenue split of 75-25 in his favor. This type of split would be difficult to justify even when it was an undeniable superstar like Floyd Mayweather fighting against a less popular opponent. But Devin Haney wasn't even popular. His fight against Vasily Lomachenko with the undisputed lightweight title on the line only did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. By comparison, the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight did 1.2 million buys with no title
That's
on the
crazy.
line. A
Well, they got great
75-25
marketing.
Revenue split would be more justifiable in a fight.
They
with
have
Tank
fire
and Devin,
marketing.
not Devin.
And Tank's a Tank's a
This didn't stop
firefighter.
Devin from constantly
Nah.
chasing
Let me pause that. Tank's a firefighter, not a firefighter, but he's fire. He's from Baltimore. He's got like a cool story. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a fan of Tank. Big Tank fan. Over here tripping over my words.
And not Tank.
Hey, Bill,
What did you just say?
Think about Tank.
Shakur. But this didn't stop Bill and Devin from constantly chasing after Tank and bringing up Tank in every single interview.
Hey, don't mention Tank's name because he don't want it. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're really good. We don't.
Bro, Bill Haney
Tank.
is such a talker, bro. That's why they got exposed like on the big stage. I seen the video of them literally celebrating after he still kept his title, but he still lost.
They talk about how a 17-year-old Devin made Tank quit in sparring, a story that was seemingly told out of context as Tank was extremely out of shape and almost knocked Devin out. This was confirmed by Adrian Broner, who was present during the sparring session.
AB,
17 at the time. They get in there. They was, it was
Hey,
very
Beezy.
competitive. And
but this was 6 years ago, bro. They can't really talk too much.
Boom, boom. And Devin went like, boom, boom. And then he hit him again, boom, boom. And I jumped in the ring. Because he's 17. This ain't going to fall on nobody but whoever's there. You know what I'm saying? So I jump in the ring. Once I jump in, everybody, Bill started jumping in. And then it was like, about billions versus them they people or whatever, and it was straight mayhem. And then it all went back down, and me and Bill exchanged some words or whatever, and he wasn't wrong. That's his son, so I get it. And we exchanged words, whatever, and they went back to sparring. Of course, Devin was in more shape, so he started getting off on Tank a little bit, but that fight would have been over with. That fight would have been over with. 8-ounce gloves.
No headgear.
No headgear.
But Bill went to an even more ridiculous level and claimed that Devin made Mayweather himself quit in sparring and quit the
Bro,
sport
come
of
on,
boxing
bruh.
altogether.
Bill is crazy.
Him and Devin. Yeah. What? Now why he's showing all that sparring video? Yeah, show the sport. And it was 6-0. It wasn't close. It was like Floyd was looking in the mirror when I told him. And I told him.
This is what had everybody thinking that Devin Haney had some type of chance.
Devin is the one that snapped that.
Comparing him to Floyd, and he doesn't compare to Floyd at all.
I mean, because it was either forced or it is what it is right now.
Basically, Bill and Devin were chasing a money fight without yet being a money fight themselves. Some pointed out that Devin was so obsessed with Tank that he may have even started emulating him in hopes of becoming more popular. He got his legs tattooed just like Tank, and he started to become more aggressive and go for knockouts, even though knockouts are just not for him. Devin Haney just doesn't have natural punching ability, even against lightweight fighters, most of whom he had a 15 to 20 pound weight advantage over. And this cost him in the Jorge Linares fight when he almost got put out in round 10. But no matter what he did, he could not secure a Tank fight, so the next logical step would be to fight a former Tank opponent, somebody equally as popular but not as tough of a challenge. And that somebody, of course, was Ryan Garcia. And
This is where he
Devin
get exposed
Shakur,
right now.
the vastly more popular Ryan was willing to give Devin a 55-45 split. For Devin, whose last pay-per-view against Regis Prograis did a measly 50,000 buys, this was a gift. Not only was Ryan a pay-per-view star and a previous Tank opponent, but this was going to be easy as he was going through every single issue imaginable, from divorce to public battles with his promoter to mental health and substance abuse issues. Ryan was looked at as a wounded animal and an easy fight with a big name, and Devin intended to take full advantage of that. And they were going to juice this for all.
Now, if y'all don't know, Ryan literally just came out in an interview saying that a lot of this was a hoax. He just did all that to do the sales. Like, he pretended to be crazy. He pretended to do this and that just for the sales, and it happened, and it worked. And he still won. Still knocked Devin Haney down like 3 times.
So it's like, now
Stumbled him out 6 times.
This is bigger than me. This is for Allah. This is for all the Muslims around the world. You spoke about my religion. You spoke.
And I respect that. I respect that.
So now,
personally, I don't know what y'all are. I'm a Christian.
And did
so
he speak about this like in relation to you or just in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Okay. And someone told you?
Yeah.
Who told you?
Amazon is overcharging you, but I could.
Okay.
He knows. He knows.
Is it a
what
good
I'm talking
source?
about.
Like meaning like was it someone who was trying to stir the pot or legit like
No.
believe this person?
No. It's just
Legit.
no. It's.
And even when Ryan publicly stated that he had the utmost respect for his religion and would never say anything like that, Devin continued to harp on the issue. And Ryan was clearly unwell, drinking.
Bro, and I ain't gonna lie, it kind of helped. It kind of helped looking at it because if you look at Ryan's face, he really looks like he's been drinking. He's a little bloated, sweaty, really sweaty. He's always sweaty.
Smoking weed and obviously in a manic state.
But he smokes weed though.
Say less. At the end of the day, it goes like this. I was on the KD trail, and I told the women, do you support cause? She looked me in the eyes and says, absolutely, with a thumbs up. That is crazy. And yes, I'm running for president. I'm not even kidding.
All right, yeah.
This
Nah,
way,
he's tripping.
I'm going to take a toast to all the haters.
Running for president as a boxer is kind of crazy.
Empty.
Knowing that's never going to happen.
If you agree with some of the things that he was saying, you can't really argue that clips like this show a mentally stable individual.
Yo, Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get. I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Oh my God. Bro, they took me to the in the woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not joking, bro. I have proof, bro. I don't give a. Bro, I will show you every video you could ever believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They tied me down and they made me watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a anymore. Yes, I lost it. They're little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Ryan. He doesn't want to take us.
Come on, fuck this guy. Bro, this dude, dude. Come on.
Who?
Bro,
You do know
You know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
You know the path you're going down is dangerous, my friend.
I
Bro.
don't give a. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is
Bro,
the worst.
no, they can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, bitch.
Bro, he went on Andrew Tate's like
You have
pro.
proof of these things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do.
Oh nah.
The talking about for.
He went on Andrew Tate's platform to say this, and that's one of the biggest platforms because a lot of people are gonna hear it.
He was bloated, rambling, and glassy-eyed in every appearance, and people started to get legitimately concerned. Even Raleigh Romero, a notorious boxing troll and somebody that had issues with Ryan in the past, came out and said that he needs help.
All I know is he's going through shit right now, and y'all need to be there for him instead of slandering him.
It got so bad that the New York State Athletic Commission ordered a mental health evaluation. But this didn't deter Devin at all. He just talked about how he was going to stop Ryan and get him out of boxing. If anything, he seemed energized by the fact that Ryan seemed to be in such a bad state. Bill would claim that Ryan's just playing it up for the cameras in order to save face, but moments like these showed what Devin really thought.
Something is wrong with this motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you now, something wrong with him. This shit not normal. This shit is not normal.
That's what happens when you face the Devin the Dream Haney.
And if you paid attention to what
Bruh.
Bill was saying outside of the press conferences, his
Bill
focus
Haney
was
needs to go to
so
jail,
on
bro.
Tank, showing they
That
were
man
completely
just doesn't
nothing
shut up
against Ryan.
at
After
all.
Ryan released the sparring footage between Devin and Tank that backed up Adrian Broner's account, he got into a beef with Adrian Broner.
You got in my business with that sparring, and you know you wasn't supposed to get in my business because I was betting against your daddy.
Man, I'm not worried about that.
Hold on,
I just told what I seen.
Didn't tell the story about what really happened. Is because
I did tell the story what happened.
Okay, well, what happened after that?
What happened after what?
When you jumped in the ring.
After Tank had your son out and I hopped in.
No.
Stopped all that
And I told you why I did. Hey, listen, you got about that ring though, didn't you? After that, and I got my money.
Man, I ain't worried about that. All I know is 8 ounces, no headgear, out. Ryan going through some problems, right? Y'all fight me. Y'all fight me. We'll be ready. Y'all fight me. That's what you do. You. We doing this.
I would take, listen,
That's
I
what
would take
hey,
no more
hey,
flirt
quit
than
talking.
If
Hey, Ryan going through some mental problems. Y'all fight me. You. Yeah, that's what y'all do.
They don't want to fight
This
AB.
was obviously done out of frustration as they attempted to paint a narrative that was proven to be false. And Bill loves to spin narratives. That's his strategy for getting Devin attention, so much so that he set up a dinner with all the biggest boxing channels on YouTube, possibly making sure that the questions asked would always be in line with whatever promotion they wanted the fight to have.
Once again, you monkeys is mad. We having a mob dinner. You see what it is. You see what it is. And guess what? Blue is paying for it, so don't ask nothing about. Don't ask nothing about. Nobody giving Blue the money. Blue is taking care of it. Yeah.
Shout out to the super chat.
Yeah. Shout out to all the super chats. Yeah. You know, we yeah.
Oysters,
Yeah,
shout out to Blue.
Yeah, you see what it is. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
Bill Haney is a marketing genius, in my opinion.
Hopkins to the point where they almost got into it at the weigh-ins. After this, Bill gave an interview saying that Devin was coming in to seriously injure Ryan.
Hey man, listen. Whatever happened to Ryan Garcia? After that, I'm sending Devin in to do bodily harm to him. Everybody, I'm telling you, put your kids to bed, because this ain't gonna be nothing nice.
Everything seemed perfectly set up for Devin to succeed. This wasn't a fight, it was an execution with a completely compromised fighter. He was getting more eyes on him than he ever has before, and an almost equal split of the money, not to mention the extra money he was receiving for Ryan missing weight. And this would surely catapult him into superstar.
Bro, did y'all hear about that? Bro said $500,000 per pound that he was up. I think he was up like 20 pounds. So it's literally $10 million.
In the center of the ring like he promised, he ended up the one being wobbled. And instead of realizing that Ryan can't hurt him and was dangerous, he got embarrassed and decided to prove a point and go after that finish like he had an iron jaw. And after several rounds worth of exchanges, Ryan realized that Devin was the one that couldn't hurt him, and he put Devin down 3 times from round 7 and on. And if it was a smaller profile fight with less on the line, it 100% would have ended up being a stoppage. But ultimately, Devin ended up taking the first loss of his professional career by decision. And in trying to take the easy and underhanded way to the biggest win of his life, he ended up taking the biggest loss of his life through the hardest method imaginable.
Messed out
It's
his
funny like that
perfect
sometimes. And this
record.
wasn't a case of Garcia trolling everyone and actually being in excellent shape. No, he still did all the things that everyone claimed he did. He said so himself in the post-fight press conference.
And still drink every day, and still eat, and I smoke. I did everything. Hey, what happened? False reality, right? Like every single night, went out on the first Monday and the Tuesday and what happened? I won. Not necessarily.
So Devin Haney is a paper champ. He's good, and I think they had the same referee as they had when he fought the last guy, and he still won by decision, which he should have lost. But the ref was helping him out.
Part of taking advantage of a former friend and believing that he was much easier prey than he actually was. And now there's no superstardom, no tank fight, and limited options outside of a rematch with Ryan Garcia, which Ryan doesn't have to grant, by the way. And the ultimate twist of irony would be if Ryan and Tank ended up having a rematch of their own instead. I don't know if I believe in karma, but for those that do, this is about as good as it gets when it comes to proof of its existence.
Devin Haney got exposed. That's all I got to say. Let's go tap into something else.
To be in your guys that have been in the ring before, that got ring experience.
So Ryan Garcia is saying that Floyd told him to come in over 3 pounds. Do I think that's even real? I don't know. Let's see.
A jam like that. That's why it's good to have guys that have been in the ring before, that got ring experience as a fighter, to be in your corner so they can help you when you get in certain situations. Can tell you how you can go about the situation when you're in a fight or when you get hit with a big shot. And you seen when I was in there with Shane Mosley, I got hit with a big shot, not just once, but twice. And just with experience from my uncle, Roger having experience, being in the big fight, with me already having a lot of experience in a lot of other big fights, I knew how to handle the situation when I got hit with a big shot.
And Floyd's a hard person to hit. He's too quick.
It's good to have. I mean, even with Devin in training camp. In training camp, I know he got different trainers in training camp, right? But we need to know who's ever in his training camp, who's been a fighter before, not a guy that's holding the mitts or a guy telling you how to hit the bag. We need somebody with a boxing background, with some type of boxing background that's able to help you when you get in a jam in a big fight.
Yeah, I don't think that actually happened. I think that's just cap. Gotta be. I mean, it's good fights. It's good fights. I like boxing. I've been watching it for a while. But Bill Haney, I don't even know if Bill Haney was a boxer. Let's see. Let's check. Bill Haney boxing. I mean, great dad, great father and son combo. Glad that he's behind him the whole way, but was he actually a boxer? Because if he's not a boxer and he's training Devin, it's like if you look at Bill Haney and Devin Haney, and you look at all the wins and stuff, they're paper champs, bro. Bill Haney's role as a mentor, trainer, instrumental in training highs and lows, crucial. The training philosophy, yeah, that like the form. I'm not gonna lie, Devin has some great form. He has an iron jaw. He kept getting up. He didn't give up, but it's like, does he have the actual experience? That's the one thing. I don't think Bill Haney was a fighter. That's funny. This is his photo. All of man's photos is just nothing but like IG lives, bro. Seems like he's just a trainer and a mentor, bro. He's not a real fighter. Yeah. Bill Haney's the reason that a lot of this stuff's happened. Like, if he let Devin actually just like run his career as Devin. If he let Devin Haney run his career as Devin Haney without education is fine. Yeah, let's see his past. We gotta see what? Like, oh, he was in the penitentiary before the battle 15. Yeah, so I don't think Bill Haney was a fighter. I think he's just like, an outspoken guy that likes to talk and stir up stuff. And his son really just can't back things up in a way. I mean, he could back it up to a certain extent, but, when it gets to certain fights, like the one we just seen, he can't do it.
Fight fam, smash that like session.
Lies in boxing fundamentals. The jab is to be thrown while keeping the rear hand holding the phone to protect the chin from counterfire. A common issue with fighters is a tendency for the rear hand to draw backwards away from the face, with the momentum from the twisting motion of the shoulders turning into the punch. It literally resembles an archer drawing back a bow. Haney's skill and athleticism has allowed him to reach the pound-for-pound level even with such a serious technical flaw. But it leaves a fatal opening for an opponent, specifically Ryan Garcia,
that leaves him
potentially time and land
really
a
open
devastating left hook.
for a left hook.
Intelligently, Garcia probes his jab to Haney's backhand while stepping forward, leaving the jab as the far more viable option for Haney to strike. A simple but effective tactic to control the space in between you and your opponent, control an opponent's backhand, and also dictate which hand is coming on your time.
Yeah, so Ryan Garcia was playing chess. I'm pretty sure that they fought before plenty of times. But he definitely studied him and studied his past fights to see that was going to be an opening. And for some reason, Devin Haney really just didn't guard against that left hook when he did his jab.
Based on a solid assumption,
knowing that Ryan Garcia has the powerful left hook and that's his main thing,
flawed bow and arrow jab on Ryan's timing. Ryan
he just let it go.
Jab and throw a split entry, aka simultaneous counter left hook.
And once he got that, he gained the confidence and he knew he got the whole fight in the lock.
To keep his backhand at the neck,
in my opinion,
chest, as high-level fighters with good reflexes and good distance control often do. Against orthodox fighters, Haney parries or catches the jab with the backhand and raises it to catch lead hand hooks. With the lowered backhand, controlling distance at range or outside is pivotal as well as great reflexes. Feinting and or speed becomes an issue for any reactionary defense. The combination of the two will often become too much. After Haney shuffles in the range with a half guard, Ryan takes the opportunity to jab, straddle shuffle, then hook. Haney slightly moves the lead hand as to catch a jab, and the hook comes around and surprises him. Haney's unchanged hand
Bro, what is
position
he doing
against
with his
Ryan
hand?
Garcia was hook comes around and
Like, look at where he's blocking.
shuffle, then hook. Haney slightly moves the lead hand as the catcher.
Like, he could have easily moved his right hand up a little bit, blocked the left hook, and he would have been good.
Jab and the hook.
But I'm pretty sure he was just a little bit dazed from that first jab to the face. Maybe he definitely didn't try to parry or like push the punch off, but he just ate it.
Hook comes around and surprises him. Haney's unchanged hand position against Ryan Garcia was criminal. Preparation should have made holding the phone absolutely pivotal, as the limited Garcia is especially known for a devastating lead hand hook. Those early big shots in the round 7 knockdown had Haney hurt virtually for the remainder of the fight. The other knockdowns would be due to Haney.
He's playing too much as a defensive player. Maybe he's counting the punches or whatever, but
Dropping his hands
he's completely focused on the wrong thing.
And likely due to those early concussive blows.
Yeah, that need to be studied.
This game.
See what Tank got to say. No lie, the only reason I went at Devin is because of his pops and it was around him. Dirt is from Baltimore.
Fighters at 140.
Hey, Devin, you said.
I feel like I'm the best at 140, and I want to fight the best fighters at 140.
Hey, Devin, you said Ryan is a C-level fighter, but Tank said Ryan is the best fighter he fought. So what is that? What is it about Ryan that made Gervonta feel like he was the best he fought?
I don't know. He shared a ring with him. Maybe he fought all C-level fighters. Maybe C+.
Devin, how hard was it to just stay fully focused, knowing that possibly any moment the fight could have had another opponent in the ring because of everything that was going on with Ryan?
I'm strong. I got that tunnel vision, so it's like it was what it was. Whatever it was gonna be, I was gonna be. Like
bro,
I said,
Devin.
Greatness. I want to be, great. So Ryan's just another point on the list.
A couple days ago, I talked to Devin Haney.
Devin just changing himself like.
His interest in fighting the winner of tonight's fight. Obviously, with this great victory tonight, I'm wondering how interested you are in pursuing an undisputed fight with him, and what message you have for Haney.
No, he need to focus on May the 20th. We'll highlight him after. Don't really want to speak on it. This is my moment.